Paul, is there anything kind of happening in this part of
this part of Woodland?
Yeah.
Well, this part of Danes Dyke obviously does get footfall, but very infrequently compared to other side of the road.
You could tell coming in, couldn't you? There was.
Oh, it's, you know,
the path was.
as we're walking, I mean, you may be able to turn phone in places and you'll see, we've just been fighting through brambles and stuff, haven't we?
Yeah.
But I think I've got to go back a few years, probably 2 or 3 years, and I'm being vague with that, I realise, guys. I got a report of some children in here, teenagers.
Yeah.
What did they do? I mean, we've all done it, haven't we? They just come in, doing a bit of exploring and kicking branches, doing whatever they want to do. But they came out very frightened.
Right.
And I don't mean they were in this exact spot, they were in this side of the dike. And they had to do a runner because they said, daytime this, a football-sized sphere of light appeared.
Right.
Imagine that, just a luminous ball of light that's there, not up in the sky. I mean, when you look up in them trees, you know, it's not going to happen, is it?
No.
Even in winter, you've all these branches to negotiate, and it followed them. So it's this light's following them as they're walking, and they're not bold enough. Nobody's bold enough to go and try and have a look at it and see what it is.
Yeah.
Or there's no sound.
Well, it's strange, isn't it? What they believe reality is, so that's scary.
Well, they'll have never seen out like this, James. I mean, I dare say if me and you saw it, I don't mean we'd go running up to it, but we'd probably stop and observe and see. Might be foolhardy, but that's what we'd probably do. I think I would anyway. Starts following them as they speed up. This speeds up.
Right.
Until they're running.
Yeah.
They got out at Dyke. It didn't follow them out at Dyke, across road and into other side. They got home, told the parents what had happened, and I believe it to be a genuine story. And as you know, most of the time I deal with first-hand accounts.
Yeah.
I've only got this story, guys, and I don't mind saying it, of the best friend of one of the parents.
Right.
And I have not managed to speak to these teenagers, and it might be just some story that they've made up, but they didn't make it up to tell me.
But let's be honest, Paul, I work with teenagers, as you know. Teenagers don't know, especially teenage lads, aren't going to make up a story of them being scared of something and running away.
Yeah, well, that's true.
You know,
and they
quite
told
blasé.
parents, so parents ended up talking to one of their best friends, who's a friend of mine, and she relayed this story to me, and I think it's fascinating because we're kind of in the zone. You know, we can't see through them trees, James, but if we walked another quarter of a mile, we're onto back road between Bempton and Flamborough. And then if we go over that road, we'd be onto north side of Danes Dyke, and Dyke literally is from 30 yards away and you're into North Sea, the sheer drop that you were on about the other day.
Yeah, yeah.
So once again, you've got this strangeness around this area, and I just find it fascinating. And I keep putting stories out because I know that for every story that I'm talking about, for every witness that's willing to share, there's going to be people sat in silence, probably even looking on internet, probably even before it used to be magazines and books, didn't it? So it were really difficult to get this information.
Yes.
So, but now with cross-pollination of information all over internet, you can access it. So people who've been here might have only been on holiday, or they might have lived here and walked the dog every year for 20 years and then seen something that's just totally flipped everything they believe in. These things are here, whatever it is, this phenomena, and I know it's a strange word to throw about, phenomenon, is it one or is it many? We don't know. My gut feeling is there's a lot of different types of things, but I've got no proof of that. I'm not an expert, guys. That's one thing I'm keen to tell everybody. But I love documenting these accounts. I'm as invested as James is, and all because mainly, probably James is saying, we've had experiences of his own.
Yes. Yeah.
And you know, I've gone through all that ridicule, and I think you will have done.
Yeah.
I mean, what's your podcast called? Confessions of a Ghost Boy.
Yeah, and 40 News podcast and Confessions of the Ghost Boy came from people taking the piss out of me.
I mean, let's face it. I mean, you're a lot younger than me, but you're not a boy. So you can see how long that you've been involved in this.
Yeah.
So it's a good name for a podcast, isn't it? But you know, the subtitle of my first book, the Truth Proof book, is The Truth That Leaves No Proof.
Absolutely.
And think about it, guys. It is a truth. If you've seen something, if you've experienced something of an unexplained nature, usually the only proof that you've got is it locked inside here. Unless it's an experience that 2 people have had or 3. But once again, half the time you don't get any footage. I'll give you an example. One of my daughters lives in Caton. We went to visit them last week. This isn't paranormal, guys, but it'll make sense. We're driving back along through cars in between Caton and Falkton. And as we get halfway along, and you'll know there's a pull-in, there's a Chinook coming towards us, real low. And I'm trying to get to this pull-in because I want to get this out and film it. Too late. I just pulled up and I've got my arm out and waving and it's gone. Straight over. So I jumps out at the car and I'm dancing about like a lunatic. I'm thinking, I hope they've seen me. And it's going up what you can call it a valley, the basin of the dried up lake bed that was Lake Pickering at one time. And it's going up and then it banks over and then it's coming alongside and I can see them. And I'm waving and I'm going, giving them thumbs up and saying, thank you, thank you. Like a little kid, aren't I? So I'm there. And it comes straight over the top really slow. And it was kind of emotional, it was nuts.
Yeah.
And I'm giving it that. And it goes into distance. And I hadn't pressed record. You know, so when people say, didn't you get a photograph? Everybody's got a mobile phone. Yeah. Didn't you think to do that? That was just a Chinook. That weren't some kind of visitation. That weren't some kind of ghost sighting. That was something perfectly explainable. Forgot to press record. I mean, there'll be some people, you'll have to bleep this saying, you dumb fucker. Do you know what I mean? But I forgot to press record. Simple as that. So I think when things of an unexplained nature present, because usually, even if you're going on some kind of investigation, I know you do a lot of these ghost type investigations, spirit type investigations, usually anything that happens is totally random and out of the blue. You're not ready for it. You know, you might have your EMF meter or you might have something running and you've got a chance of recording something. But the actual visual and everything, very rarely do we get it, do we?
No, and I think that's part of the point, is that with in Filey, just up the coast there, we had a room where...
Just turn the camera on yourself.
Furniture was being chucked around in this room. Like, constantly. The alarms were being set off on the top floor.
Yeah.
So no one's gone in and done it. And we put a camera in there that's a trail camera. So for those that don't know, it only films when there's movement.
Yeah, motion activated. Yeah.
We left it for a week. We told the cleaner, don't go in that room, just leave it for a week. And it was sealed for a week. All that camera picked up was me walking back in, picking up that camera. The night we took it out, the entire room was flipped. The furniture was turned upside down.
It's crazy. It shows the intelligence, doesn't it? It shows there's an awareness to what it is we're dealing with. And there's no doubt about it. You know, what you've just said, it makes perfect sense to me.
Yeah.
Or I can relate to it, let's put it that way. So yeah, where shall we go?
Well, I think the other thing just to say, Paul, as well, is if you're out here, now we're looking for this stuff. If you're just like those kids, just playing, enjoying your afternoon, and you see this stuff, your first thought isn't, oh, shall I film it or not? Your first thing's like, am I at risk? Your brain's processing because it's so abstract from reality as well. You're first of all determining what it is. Then it's, are you at risk? You're not thinking about, let's get it on camera.
Yeah, let's get it on camera. You're spot on, James. You're absolutely right. And I don't think we're at risk of just overeating tonight, I think, and I don't mean food.